Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and in today's reading we're going to be looking into what is ahead for you in the upcoming month of May. So we're going to be looking into general energies, events, or situations of significance that are presenting themselves to you as you navigate this upcoming month ahead. As always, guys, there are many disclaimers that come along with viewing tarot readings. I do have all important disclaimers noted in the description box down below, so I would encourage you to read through those if this is your first time coming to a pick a card reading on YouTube. All right, let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So for today's reading, we're going to be working with 3 piles. For pile number 1, we have this Amazonite crystal. For pile number 2, we have the pink Himalayan salt. And for pile number 3, we have some rose quartz. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your upcoming month of May and what's ahead for you. Go ahead and select the crystal or the pile you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will take you to your pile selection. See you there. Hey pile 1, if you guys picked this Amazonite crystal, this will be your reading for the upcoming month of May. So let's go ahead and get started to see what's ahead for you. And kicking us off from the tarot, we have the 6 of Pentacles, we have a 3 of Swords, and we have the King of Cups in reverse. We also have from the astrology cards the Trine Sextile card here. So what is ahead for pile number 1 during the month of May? So I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing here for this group is with the symbiosis card that's here, the Trine Sextile. This card really talks about mutually beneficial relationships, not being in competition with others, but having the support of others. Even if we take a look at this card right here, what we notice is that we have this, what appears to be a deer, covered up with ribbons, right? And then we have all of these birds here. One of the birds is actually helping the deer remove or untangle itself from the ribbons, while the other birds are using the deer as kind of a place to rest. So we've got 2 very different animal beings here that are mutually benefiting from this arrangement. And so I feel this is the major theme that's coming through for this group during the month of May is mutually beneficial connections and supporting each other, support of the group, supportive, comfortable connections where you can really work together and both be kind of scratching one another's backs at the same time. With the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like this is very much echoed here. The 6 of Pentacles is all about generosity. It is about receiving a helping hand or lending a helping hand. For some of you guys this month with the 3 of Swords being here, I do see that there is some sort of hardship coming through. This can be a heartbreak. This can be, on the more extreme end of the spectrum, some sort of a betrayal, something that is, bringing a storm cloud into your life a little bit. And the 3 of Swords, oftentimes, though it is very painful, it's bringing to us a painful, harsh truth of the matter about something. And I do see that through this pain, this heartbreak, whatever this situation is, it's going to be very, very important for this group to be relying on their support system, looking to the people that are genuinely wanting to provide a helping hand to you, and not being afraid to ask, I definitely see that this situation, whatever it is, we're going to get some more information here in a moment with some more cards, but whatever the situation is about with the King of Cups in reverse, I do think that there is this energy of, it really messing with your emotions in some capacity. The King of Cups reverse is definitely going to be a person that, isn't really as controlled in their emotions, or maybe even quite detached and numb to their emotions. So for some of you guys, it's like a dual message. I think for some of you guys, this is a situation where, maybe you're trying to kind of numb your emotions with the situation, whereas for others of you, the situation has you really emotionally out of whack. So leaning on your support system and not being too prideful to receive help is going to be really crucial during this time. And for some of you, I'm feeling like maybe you're typically the one that's the helper, that's kind of in the place of assisting and supporting others, and it might be hard for you to ask for help. So let's continue. Let's see what this is about for pile number 1. What else does pile 1 need to know about their month ahead? We have the thinking man. And we have the woman holding a heart. I do feel like both of these cards are talking about, you know, people in your life that are here to support you. It's interesting the woman holding a heart is right here next to this King of Cups in reverse, because to me, I see the woman holding a heart as being very similar to the Queen of Cups. So there is definitely something about emotional support that's going to be really important for this group during the month of May. And there is somebody here that's coming through, whether it be a king or a woman, a queen in your life, that's here to support you emotionally during this time. I think this woman holding a heart is also symbolic to this group needing to make sure that they're not numbing their emotions to the situation, that they are in touch with how they feel, even if it is painful in the moment. The thinking man is interesting as well, because the thinking man is somebody coming in to provide kind of like logical guidance to you. And I'm really being drawn to how he's holding that crystal, that clear quartz there. Because the clear quartz, to me, represents clarity. And I do think that even though we have this Three of Swords moment coming up for you this month, that this Three of Swords moment is ultimately providing clarity, even if it is a painful clarity or a painful realization about something. But this is someone who is wise, someone who is also understanding, somebody who is reflective, somebody who's like a teacher in many aspects in your life. You guys might actually be getting support from this person. Like maybe this person is trying to lend you a helping hand on how to navigate the path forward here through whatever it is you're working through. For some of you guys with this woman holding a heart here, aside from emotions, this card can also talk about family. But it can also be a confidant, like a therapist even, too, for some of you. Both of these cards to me can represent that type of energy. And don't get caught up in like the gender that's here, because whoever these supporters are in your life, it doesn't have to mean that they are of that gender, right? This could be a feminine energy for some of you. This could be a masculine for some of you. So just kind of take it as it resonates with you. But the point being here is that with these relationships, you all have support. I almost feel like I keep getting for this group that you guys are always the ones that help others. And now it's their turn to help you during your time of need. So let's continue for pile 1. What else is happening for pile 1 during May? We have true love, come to me. True love shall come to me, as I do will, so mote it be. To me, this is about acts of love, acts of kindness. As I do will, so mote it be. I think this is speaking to the energy that you've put out now being returned back to you, in a sense. Now, for some of you guys, this situation could actually have to do with your love life in some capacity. You know, for some of you, you might be unpacking something that's happened in your love life, a heartbreak, a trauma, something like that, with a therapist or a professional, someone that's there to help guide you when it comes to love. Okay, let's get one more of these. We also have strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I empower. This is the type of situation where, and look, we have friendship at the bottom. Bring to me friendship true, sharing laughter, understanding too. This month, you guys are very much surrounded by genuine, supportive friends and people. And I do think that even though this might, for some of you all, feel like a tough month based off whatever is happening here in your life, it is ultimately going to help to make you stronger. You know, like if you ever encounter the situation again, you're going to be better equipped with how to handle it. But I also think that the strength card is speaking to these people in your life that are coming through to empower and support you too. You know, sometimes we need that little boost if we're in a rut or in a tough spot. You know, we need other people sometimes to bounce ideas off of and to motivate us and to kind of push us in the direction we need to go. You don't always have to do everything alone. And I kind of feel like that's the theme this month, you guys. Like, I can't really specifically pinpoint what the Three of Swords energy is about for you, what the heartbreak energy is about, but the overwhelming theme that's coming through is that you are supported and that there's a need to focus on these relationships that are supporting you. So we're going to grab a message from the Higher Self Oracle next, and then we'll close it out with our coffee cup oracles. So what message from Pile 1's higher self do they need to know at this time? Ooh, we have happiness coming through. We also have worry at the bottom of the deck. So there is kind of an undertone here of worry, anxiety, fears potentially around the situation. I definitely feel like this group is really being guided to think about what it is that makes them ultimately happy in their life. And there's something with this Three of Swords that is not making you happy. With this King of Cups reverse, it's not making you happy. I think that this group needs to, or will be guided to this month, not needs to, I'm not trying to lecture anyone, but I think this group is going to be guided this month to really reflect through this heartache around like, what do I need in my life to be happy? You know, are my relationships making me happy? Are my connections with others fostering happiness for me? You know, what was it that caused me to be not happy with this situation? And how can I move forward in an empowered way with the Strength card being here? I just keep really being drawn to how she's almost like glowing here. She's glowing, she's illuminated. Like there's a light being shown here onto something in your life this month that really needs attention as it pertains to your personal happiness and well-being here. I'm also feeling for this group, you might check your astrology chart, your natal chart, to see if you can get more insight. I'm really being drawn to the stars here. So I feel for some of you, you might actually get some supporting information through looking at what's going on your chart for some of you guys. So let's see, Pile 1. I want to close it out with some of these coffee cup oracles. I know that you guys seem to really like these. So these kind of give us some clues as to what the situation is for you this month. What's coming in for you this month, more specifically. So what else does Pile 1 need to know about the month of May here? We have the Peacock. This says pregnancy and wealth. So for some of you guys with the Six of Pentacles, this can be a financial support. The Six of Pentacles for me comes up sometimes when we're getting like, I hate to say this, but in my experience, I've seen this come up as like a severance package before. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that's happening for anyone this month, but I have seen it specifically come up for that. It doesn't have to be though. This is about any sort of financial support. Peacocks are very abundant. You know what I mean? It's a symbol for abundance. For some of you guys, it could have to do with pregnancy as well, if you're on your path. Pregnancy, though, doesn't always have to mean physical pregnancy. Pregnancy can also talk about creation, right? Creating something new in your life, giving birth to something new in a metaphorical sense. Peacocks are also kind of like attention-seeking animals, right? Like they have a way of presenting themselves that grabs attention for their mate. And so it's kind of interesting this is coming up under the true love or over top of the true love card, because maybe some of you guys this month are also focusing on drawing attention to yourself and attracting love interest towards you. But it's almost like more demure, because this peacock in this card doesn't have its feathers up. So it's just kind of interesting. We also have the dog, loyalty and determination. Yeah, you guys definitely have some really loyal kind of ride or die people around you, it seems like, with the dog. And I think this dog is also echoing the strength energy of just continuing to power through it, you know, continuing to push through with the support of your friends and your people that are around you. We also have the tree, stability and growth. So this is an opportunity this month to plant some new seeds. And it almost feels like this group already has planted some seeds coming into this, specifically around these abundant and symbiotic relationships. I feel like, again, I keep getting this message that now it's your turn, Pile 1, to receive support from other people. And it seems like you have already kind of built this network of support, and now you're getting to receive. So let's do our last one here. We also have the envelope, unfolding and a surprise. Yeah. So for some of you, this may be an unexpected situation that pops up, something that you were not expecting coming through that maybe you didn't plan for. You know, that happens in life sometimes, unexpected things. Doesn't always have to be a bad thing. But unfolding is also kind of the energy I'm getting from this tree. It's like you've already planted seeds for something this month, and now it's starting to unfold in a certain way. The seeds you've planted are starting to sprout. You're starting to see the fruits of your labor in a sense. So very, very interesting month ahead, Pile 1. Please comment below. Like, let me know how this resonates, and, you know, let me know what you guys have planned for this month and how you feel like this may fit into that. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, Pile 2, if you guys picked out the pink Himalayan salt, this will be your reading for the upcoming month of May. So let's go ahead and see what is in store for you, starting off with our pre-shuffled cards. So we start off here with the 10 of Cups, the Tower, and the 8 of Pentacles with solar flares. Ooh, okay. Very interesting energy, you guys. Wow. Pile 1 also had kind of a dramatic card in their reading in the middle. So that's kind of interesting that Pile 2 has something similar but different going on this month. So with the solar flares being kind of your overall energy for the month ahead, this is an energy of momentum. This is an energy of passion. This is an energy of action. This sort of like magnifies everything that's going on in your life. It's interesting that the Tower is coming up as well, because the solar flares card can kind of indicate times when like tempers might be flaring, or there might just be really passionate conversations and dialogues happening in your life during this time. And I definitely do see with the Tower being here that there is something that's drastically changing for you this month. Solar flares, I love how it says activate, right? The Tower is an activating energy for us as well. Even though it's scary looking and it's never the card we want to see come out of the deck, that's just a fact for most people. But it is activating because it actually pushes you to address something that is deficient in your life, something that is not really built on a stable foundation, right? And I do feel for some of you guys coming into this month, you probably are already starting to feel or see the cracks in said foundation. And the thing is that there's always usually kind of warning signs that there are cracks, right? We just have to be willing to see them. Sometimes we don't see them, and that's fine, but a lot of times you can tell when something isn't quite right. The solar flares card also, though, kind of talks about needing to rein in any impulsivity, right? Because this is going to be a month where I think you guys are going to be feeling very passionate, very charged. There is a tendency with this card to be impulsive. And sometimes when we're jumping into like impulsive choices and decisions, this is when certain things can crumble because we're not necessarily paying as much attention to the details we should be. Though I don't really see that specifically happening for you. I see that actually getting better as we end the month. But starting off this month with the 10 of Cups, I think that you guys are in a great place. Cloud 9 energy, family energy. Some of you guys coming into this month might feel like you're in love, I'm getting. Others of you, there could be a strong emphasis on family, joy, and happiness in your life. And then we move into this Tower energy where something is being shaken for you. Now, it's interesting with it coming up right next to the 10 of Cups. I do think for some of you guys, this could be something to do with your family, something to do with like your family dynamics or something to do with your love life in some capacity, or even just something about your happiness in life, because the 10 of Cups has to do with our, it's like the ultimate achievement of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment in our lives. And so I do think that there is something that needs to be addressed here with the Tower card, being right next to it around some of these themes, okay? 10 of Cups can also be an energy of us really being on cloud 9 in my experience, where like we might be kind of idealizing something, idealizing someone, idealizing a situation. And then with the Tower coming through, this is when we're kind of shaken and snapped into reality about what's really going on here. So as you guys for pile 2 are coming into the month of May, I would ask yourself, like, am I idealizing something right now? Am I idealizing someone? Am I overly romanticizing it and not maybe seeing the cracks or seeing the truth of what the situation is? Now, as we end the month here with the 8 of Pentacles, I actually see you guys being back on track here with this card. The 8 of Pentacles is very much about cleaning things up and paying attention to the details. So whatever this Tower card is, it is activating you to kind of pay closer attention to what it is that you're doing. It's very much grounding you here. The 8 of Pentacles is sort of like the work card. It's like putting our nose to the grindstone, really fine-tuning our crafts. In this case, I'm very much kind of seeing it as repairing energy, where you're maybe cleaning something up or fixing something. And the 8 of Pentacles is kind of an apprenticeship card. It's a learning energy where like, okay, so a mistake was made or something happened here. But with the 8 of Pentacles, we're really learning the details of how to do something correctly. Maybe even how to build a more solid foundation next time. And it's getting you experience, right? It's getting you experience to be able to build or move to the next level. So let's continue pile 2. This is really interesting. So what else should pile 2 know about the upcoming month of May for them? We have attachment. What else? And appreciation. Yeah, beautiful energy, you guys. I think that the attachment is speaking to exactly what I was talking about with the kind of idealizing of something. There's definitely something in your life that this group has some sort of like nostalgia around, or, this card really talks about really being bound to the idea of something, or bound to something being, looking, or showing up in a specific way that we want it to, okay? And this card, it's just very dreamy, right? It's dreamy, it's gray. You see how she's actually like literally chained here? So there's something with this 10 of Cups energy of attachment. Like there's something that you guys are idealizing from the past, or maybe something in the present, that is keeping you actually stuck, and it's keeping you from actually being able to make the progress that you need to be able to make. It's almost like a ghost energy that I'm getting. There's a ghost here in your life, you guys, like an old person, an old relationship, an old job, an old way of doing things, something that you are overly romanticizing here, and there's going to be a wake-up call that helps to put you back on track. With the 8 of Pentacles and appreciation, I think that this Tower moment coming through is here to activate you toward working on what you tangibly have here, the practical things that you have here and now in the moment. And I think with this appreciation, there's going to be a sense of gratitude for what you have. Gratitude for things being as they are versus wishing that something was this, whatever this is for you. So this is very, very interesting. Pile number 2. Let's see what else you guys need to know about your month. So what else does pile 2 need to know about the month of May for them and this situation? we have creativity. By all above and all below, let me connect to let creativity flow. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, goodness. Too many flying out. Okay, these two are coming up. So we've got abundance, goddess of abundance divine. Let me thrive, let fortune be mine. This could be something with money that you guys are working on. We also have beauty. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. We also have victory at the bottom. So there's definitely something we're celebrating this month. There is sort of triumph over adversity that I see coming through for this group really strong. I do feel for this group there's something coming up here about finances or money for you. I feel like maybe this group is looking for or trying creative ways to welcome more abundance into their life. And it's interesting too, I'm really being drawn to the people that are here. It's like a group of people working together to kind of reap the rewards of what they've worked on. And 10 of Cups also talks about a group of people too. So there could be something about groups of people that are integral to your month ahead, pile 2. I think this group will be guided here through this process to sort of think outside of the box a little bit, because there is, again, something here that this group is heading into the month feeling a bit attached to. Maybe you guys are attached to a certain creative idea, but I think that this card is also kind of just talking about the need to think of new and different ways versus the way that you're attached to. I think also maybe for some of you guys, there's an emphasis this month on physical beauty, physical appearance. Maybe someone's like getting changes done, hair, skin, nails, I don't know, some beauty appointments coming up that are significant, or maybe even like plastic surgery appointments coming up that are significant too. I know that some people do that. It's interesting though that this card also kind of talks about inner beauty, allowing what's within to shine. So I do think that there's this appreciation for what you have when it comes to your inner beauty, as well as your outer beauty and your physical appearance. Pile number 2. So I just feel like don't get any impulsive procedures with the Tower card coming up here and the solar flares. I don't know why I feel guided to say that to someone out there. So let's go ahead and take a look to see if we can get a message from your higher self here. This is the Higher Self Oracle. So what does pile 2 need to know from their higher self this month? Ooh, we have listen. And we also have pause at the bottom of the deck. That's so interesting, you guys, because with the solar flares, you guys are very much in active mode this month, wanting to act, do, make progress. You want quick change, potentially. You're passionate about something. But both of these cards kind of indicate there's a need to kind of lean back and be in observation mode a little bit more, reflect a little bit more before making an impulsive decision here with the Tower and the solar flares. There's definitely something here about communication that's really, really important for you, specifically listening. So the throat chakra being highlighted, listening to the signs, listening to what your inner voice is telling you, listening to what other people have to say, right? We learn so much more through listening than we do through talking. So as hard as it may be, because I see there's a lot of passion this month, there's a lot of activity this month, I think that this group is guided to try to temper that a little bit and lean back, take pause, listen before jumping into anything major. So let's see. I want to look to check and see for pile 2. Let's see what else is coming through from the Coffee Cup Oracle for you this month. We have the wolf, cunning and stealth. I mean, there's definitely some creative energy coming through here with the situation. Like, we also have house, relocation, and home. So maybe there's a move coming up for some of you guys. We also have flowers, romance, and sweetness. This could have to do with your love life too, for some of you. Let's see what else. We also have the scarab, nourishment and transformation. Wow. Definitely the Tower does bring about transformation, even though it is quite jarring. Maybe this group is going to be moving, relocating this month. And it might be kind of a rocky move for some of you with the Tower being here. Maybe it was an impulsive decision that you made. Maybe it was a move to be closer to someone romantically. I don't know. Very interesting. But ultimately with the scarab coming up here, this is beautiful energy because this is highly transformational energy coming through for you. Needed change is what comes through with the Tower, you know? This is interesting too because in the guidebook, the scarab talks about taking yourself out of the limelight to nourish and nurture yourself, your home, and your loved ones. The scarab can mean there will be a lot of transformation. So I definitely see, especially toward the end of the month of May, that you guys are kind of more focused on the things that you have, you know, like nose to the grindstone. This is a much more like introverted energy to me, kind of minding my own business type of energy than what I see here at the beginning of the month, right? So there is sort of this energy of removing yourself from drama and removing yourself from being the center of attention as you focus on your own things at the end of the month of May. So very, very interesting, pile 2. Please comment below. How do you feel like this message resonates with you and your situation? What do you guys have planned for the month of May? Definitely let me know in the comments. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading, and I will see you then. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you guys picked out this rose quartz palm stone, this will be your reading for the upcoming month of May. So let's see what is coming through for you guys. Starting off with the tarot, we have the Hierophant, we have the Knight of Cups, the Judgment card, ooh, and we have Venus, beloved. All right. Some of you guys may have your Venus in Gemini. I know that in the month of May, we will move into Gemini season. We will move into Gemini season during the month of May. I think it's around May 20th. Shout out to my Geminis out there. I know I'm one. So Venus, this is beautiful. So I feel like kind of the theme for your month this month, pile 3, is all around things having to do with love and romance. Maybe what you value, creativity, things of that nature. And we do have some indications here with the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups that there is something about love or values coming through. So starting off the month with the Hierophant card here, for some of you guys, this could be talking about maybe a relationship with the Knight of Cups moving to a higher level of commitment. For some of you guys, I feel like you could be connecting with someone who is maybe more traditional or wanting a more traditional type of commitment. Maybe this is something that this group is wanting as well, regardless of whether or not you're connecting with someone. There's this energy with the Hierophant of tradition, you know, wanting something traditional, wanting something committed. And the Hierophant card, though, can also talk about mentors in our lives. So for some of you guys, you might actually be connecting with a mentor at the beginning of the month of May, someone who is able to advise you spiritually, someone who's able to even advise you materially with Venus coming up too, or advise you on the matters, you know, on matters of the heart, matters of love as well. But with the Knight of Cups, this definitely does talk about kind of moving forward, romantic action or loving, emotionally expressive type of action. So whether this is romantic or not romantic, there is this energy of action towards something that you love. And again, Venus, it's not just romantic love, but it's also about the things that we value in life, right? So some of you guys might be kind of getting clarity this month on what the things are that you value, and then taking inspired action toward pursuing those things. For others of you, this could be like a romantic partner coming in and pursuing you, you guys choosing to pursue someone romantically as well. This is definitely romantic gestures, the romantic gesture type of energy, where like someone's asking you out on a date. It's going to be more obvious than someone just like sliding into your DMs and like being annoying, you know? Closing out the month with Judgment, this is all about renewal, rebirth, potentially second chances as well. So for some of you, this could be like a romantic partner or someone that you have already been with or known for a while. And the Judgment card sort of gives us a reevaluation of whether or not we want to pursue a new beginning with said person. But I think just in general with Judgment, this is talking about new beginnings just regardless, right? Judgment is when we want a fresh start with something. We're ready for a rebirth in our lives with something. And around this Venus energy, again, having to do with love, relationships, your values, there is this energy here this month of like new beginnings and wanting a fresh start. So let's see. Let's get a little bit more info here for pile 3. As I parted the deck, the Caring Connections card did come out. So I definitely feel for a lot of you guys this has to do with like a romantic partnership. But let's see. So for pile 3, what else do they need to know about May and the energies coming up for them this month? Ooh, we've got Broken Heart. Wasn't expecting to see that. Okay, let's continue. Ooh, we also have Deceit. Okay, the reading is getting a bit spicier. We have the Garden and the Gate here at the bottom of the deck. And this card is really interesting because this card sometimes can talk about like wanting to explore greener pastures, right? Maybe feeling like we're trapped in something. And there's like this whole world out here that we are wanting to explore. And maybe feeling a bit stuck. A victim of our circumstances for some. This card also can kind of talk about staying safe, staying in a comfort zone as well. So it's interesting, you guys, because with the Broken Heart and the Deceit and the Garden and the Gate with Judgment, I do feel for a lot of you guys, there's someone or a situation presenting itself to you that's up for review again. And it's definitely a familiar energy that you've dealt with before, okay? Like someone you've dated before, or maybe a new person who has a similar energy that you've already experienced and should have like conquered, quote unquote, in relationships by now. And with the Broken Heart being here, there is something about this energy that has caused you pain in the past. Heartbreak in the past. And with Deceit energy, this is about like someone's intentions not being totally honorable here, okay? I am being guided here to this coin purse that he's holding as well. Venus, I think, can also sometimes have to do with money or just like luxury in a sense. So I would be kind of mindful of that, I guess, as you're navigating the month ahead. For the majority of you, though, it feels like this is a person or maybe even yourself, right? This doesn't always have to be another person. Sometimes we're being deceptive with ourselves around like what we really want, and like, or not, maybe not keeping it real with ourselves about why we're wanting to review the situation. And I feel like the reason why we're staying in it is because it's comfortable, right? It's a comfortable, safe place because we've been there before. You guys get what I'm trying to say? This is very interesting. So just be mindful. For some of you guys, if this is a new person, I would just listen to your intuition, you know, and ask yourself, am I repeating a cycle with this person? Or is there something about this person that seems a little off with Deceit being here? As I parted the deck, we have the romance card coming out. So yeah, definitely seems like this is about love for a lot of you guys. So what else for pile 3 in the month of May, please? What else do they need to know about this situation, please? We have confidence. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. Beautiful orange energy. There may be a lot of physical attraction to this connection as well. We also have abundance. Goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. We also have best possible decision. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. Yeah, there's something this month that I don't know that you're seeing fully clearly right away, but you will as you listen to your intuition here. With this abundance card coming up, it's talking about fortune. So there could be an element again with finances this month, you guys. With that deceit energy, just be careful that you're not doing anything risky or that you're just well informed about anything you're getting into before getting into it. There is something about confidence that's being highlighted as well. Some of you guys, I think, are still healing from this broken heart energy as you come into the month. I definitely can see with the confidence card and the Knight of Cups, maybe a need this month to have a little bit more fun. You know, spend time with people you love, doing activities that you love, maybe even like splurging a little bit on a luxury item that you find value in. Like there's something about infusing more fun energy into your life that's going to help with healing this situation. So let's continue pile 3. We're going to get a message from the higher self oracle. So what does pile 3's higher self want to tell them about this month? We have take the first step. So there's a need here for you guys to initiate some sort of action here. Take the first step. That makes sense with the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Cups is action. It is emotional expression. So there is something that you love that you're being guided to make a move on, you know? And I think with Judgment coming up here, you guys, again, this is about a review, a renewal. So I think just kind of like with that deception energy that's coming through, it's going to be important for this group to just make sure that you thoroughly review as you jump in, you know, before you jump in rather. And it's interesting with that take the first step because remember with this garden in the gate, this is kind of about staying in your comfort zone, staying in the safe zone. So you guys know on an intuitive level that there's a need for some sort of a change here, to step out of the comfort zone, to step out of the gate. Just take the first step, dip your toe in, right? You don't have to go full force, but just 1 foot at a time is what's being guided here. So whatever you guys I think are feeling stuck with coming into the month of May, just take a step because your higher self is wanting you to. So let's see, pile 3, what else you guys need to know about the month ahead. So what else should pile 3 know about their upcoming month ahead? Oh yeah, look, we have the snake. Desire and attraction. Okay, you guys, whenever I've gotten this card for myself personally, it's usually when someone is approaching me romantically who has like kind of impure intentions. Doesn't mean they're a bad person, but it just means that they're driven by physical attraction. And I definitely was feeling that with that confidence card. There is something here or someone here that you feel very tempted by this month. It's not always a bad thing. You know, it can be fun to indulge in that energy. You just need to be mindful of it. Because you see how she's so like wrapped up in that snake? You don't want to lose control of the situation, you know? We also have the Witch. This talks about magic and curses. That's one of those cards in this deck that can kind of go either way. I think it's a sign here to like pay attention to red flags like we're seeing with this Deceit card here. But this card also talks about using your own magic, right? And I think that makes a lot of sense with taking the first step and the Knight of Cups. It's like you guys are the magic. You're the one making the magic in your life. Let's see what else we get. Ooh, okay. Whoa. Hold up. Sorry, guys. I just dropped a bunch on the floor. We got to grab that. This one flew out. We have the Dog, loyalty and determination. I think there's definitely like a need to focus on loyalty and look for loyalty, perseverance. Just be mindful of others' intentions. I'm also getting to, I don't think this is a golden retriever, but it's reminding me of a golden retriever, which is making me think of golden retriever energy, which for me is sometimes a person who's just really well-meaning and sweet and like adorable, but kind of clumsy at times, you know? Really eager to please, but maybe not always the most, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know how to, I don't want to say anything and sound like I'm being mean. It's not a bad thing to be a golden retriever. It's very sweet. Let's see. But maybe not the most self-aware is maybe what I'm looking for with that. Let's grab one more. All right. Ooh, we also have coins, luck, and money. Yeah, so there's definitely something about financial abundance that's a focus for you guys this month ahead. So pile 3, this is a very interesting reading. I feel like I kind of tapped into a bunch of different scenarios. So comment below. Let me know how you feel like it resonates with you and what your plans are for this upcoming month ahead. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye.